Chris Evans is all about a sad sack at this point, okay? It's saying, oh my god, he a 41-year-old, world-renowned, world-recognized, multi-millionaire, Captain America of the biggest cinematic franchise of all time, okay? The MCU. If he isn't the most prominent, he's at least the second or maybe even third most featured face in that entire franchise. And he's saying that he's having a tough time trying to find a partner that he wants to spend the rest of his life with. Man, this dude is going to get taken by just some absolute sexual assassin, okay? He's 41 right now, right? Well, he's not quite at his career peak because, let's be honest, Lightyear, his most recent project, flopped like a 500-pound diver on the high-rise. And the fact that his next project is, a streaming show on Netflix, because those are always great and fantastic. Those never miss, right? Okay, and Marvel has already cast their new Captain America. They handed the mantle off to Anthony Mackie, and he's going to do a great job about talking about race and how the Shield has a troubled past. And it's like, oh, whatever the fuck's going on at Marvel, I could give less of a shit, okay? But dunking on Chris Evans, boy, that's a fun job because, honestly, okay, let's take a look at his career. Let's take a look at who Chris Evans is in totality, okay? Because we got some pictures here, right? Like, no homo, a good-looking dude, right? Okay, 41 years old, world-renowned, okay, millions of followers. The dude has all the clout that you could ever want, okay? And the fact that he's saying stupid shit like, oh, it's just so tough, he explained it's that finding love in Hollywood is difficult. Why is that? Somebody who is a movie star in 2022, okay? And you know what? Hey, if he was just trying to go out there and source chicks on whatever fucking platform that he's on, he has all of the right politics, okay? This dude walks into any room, okay? Any party in Hollywood and panties are fucking disintegrating, okay? Multi-millionaire, all the clout that you could possibly have, in good shape, an attractive guy, but he just lacks the most important component of the four aspects of being a complete man. This dude has zero fucking game. You take a look at any of his social media feeds, okay, and you're just going to see one of the most blue-pilled beta simps that you are likely to see in your entire fucking life. From the outside looking in, okay, without knowing any of that stuff, okay, this dude is like, he's a total Chad. He's fucking Captain America, okay? But it just goes to show you, if he's keeping it 100 in this interview, okay, you can have all the looks that you want. You can have all of the clout that you could ever desire. But if you don't have the game to put it all together, and if you can't hold a masculine frame, it doesn't mean fuck all, okay? I bet if all of his former flings just came forward with all of their receipts, this dude has probably spent more money on disposable box than every Amazon warehouse on the East Coast combined. Let's take a look at this and just mock at this fucking absolute fucking waste of he doesn't even have talent. Just the waste of money and clout. Like, I'm not jealous or anything like that because, God willing, by the time that I'm 41 years old, I'll have my millions of dollars, okay? But I'm going to be so far fucking ahead of this fucking blue-pilled simp. It's not even funny. The Captain America actor. Funny, the last time he was Captain America was Endgame in 2019, and what has he done so far? Oh, right, made Buzz Lightyear, like one of the tentpole characters of the Pixar franchise, of Pixar Studios, okay. Turned him into a laughingstock. Great. What else? Nothing? Oh, okay, cool. Anyways, but he's going to be starring in Netflix's upcoming The Gray Man. Okay. In which he plays an assassin obsessed with tracking down his target, portrayed by Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling. It's funny, right? Because he's dating or he's married to or something like that to Eva Mendes. Eva Mendes, she was a bad bitch back in the day, okay? In the mid to late 2000s. Oh, she was everywhere and bad. Man, that was a bad bitch right there, okay? And he's kind of like the inverse Chris Evans, okay? Because, no, they're both... God, this is going to sound so gay. We should have done this video back in June. It would have been a little bit more appropriate, but... They're both very attractive men, okay? They're both world-renowned for whatever the fuck they've done. Ryan Gosling, The Notebook, and he played an autistic driver or something like that. Or, well, I don't fucking know. I don't watch movies, but people know who the fuck he is. Oh, right, and he was in that, abomination that was that A Blade Runner sequel, a movie that didn't need a sequel at all whatsoever, so what the fuck are you doing? Alright, Hollywood's completely out of ideas, okay? But Ryan Gosling is the guy that Chris Evans should be as well, okay? Because let's keep it a stack, okay? Minus the little shitty beard, okay? They are essentially the same person, okay? You got Ryan Gosling right here, okay? And he's hooked up with Eva Mendes. I think they're about the exact same age or some shit like that. But you take a look at this stuff, right? Okay, Eva Mendes didn't know if she wanted to have kids. And that was a bad bitch back in the cut, like I was saying before. But then she got hooked up with Ryan Gosling. Okay, didn't know if she wanted kids. But then Ryan Gosling happened. And yeah, she had one of the most famous quotes that are out there. Okay, switching up the article so you can get the quote a little bit better. Eva Mendes didn't want to just have kids. She wanted to have Ryan Gosling's kids. That could be Chris Evans if he was playing his cards right. But he can't, because he's too busy being a Twitter activist, okay, and not capitalizing on his just overwhelming success for being, well, Chris fucking Evans, okay? But he's never going to get there because it's programming, okay? And he's not going to find the one because there is no the one out there, okay? Sorry about that, but that's just the fucking way things work, okay? He's going to find himself chasing a bitch. Here's an old Patrice O'Neillism, okay? You're going to be on a narrow one-way street, okay? And they're going to be chasing one another. Chris Evans is going to be in one vehicle. His bitch that he's going to catch a case of one-itis from is going to be right in front of him. And there's going to be a couple of cars in between. He is going to be 2 cars behind the one woman that he's trying to catch, okay, on a narrow one-way street. It ain't gonna fucking happen, dude. Your mindset is keeping you from being as successful as you should be with women, okay? Well, it's hard to find love in Hollywood. Oh, it's really hard to find love in Hollywood for a 41-year-old good-looking actor, okay, a multi-millionaire, world-renowned movie star. Really hard to find love. I understand Hollywood's shallow and vapid. There we go. But let's keep it a buck, okay? You can go into the DMs of any bitch that you fucking see on the internet and you will get a fucking response. This is what happens when you're a 0.001% man, okay? You got the blue check mark, you got the millions of dollars, okay? You got the world-renowned clout. All you need to do is just have a minimal amount of game. You could have 5 bitches fighting over each other in your driveway like that. The fact of the matter is that he doesn't flex like that. He's going to be lonely for fucking ever. And I ain't going to fucking shed a tear because you should know better. When asked if he has ever been as intent with a search in his own life, Evans declared that he's going to give the interviewer a good answer. The answer would be maybe. I'm laser focused on finding a partner. You know, somebody that I want to live with. He told Shutterland, whatever, in an interview published Friday. He explained that finding love was difficult in Hollywood. I mean, you don't have to get shacked up with your other, co-stars that have been run through and have had miles of dick put through them that rival that of the Trans-Pacific Railroad. But for fuck's sakes, again, any woman you want, it's just a couple of clicks away. What the fuck are you doing, dude? I mean, look, I love what I do. It's great. I pour all of myself into it. But in terms, even this industry is full of pockets of doubt, hesitation, and recalibration in terms of trying to find someone that you really can pour all of yourself into. Fucking bitched up mindset if I've ever seen it put out there, okay? This is a dude who bought in hook, line, and sinker to the whole idea that, oh, women just want to have a sensitive man. Oh, they just want a good man who can just be open and honest with their emotions. Not the fucking case. You go ahead, okay? If you think that I'm blowing smoke up anybody's ass, okay? Gentlemen, you're watching this stuff and you think that I'm full of shit, okay? Just express your doubts to your woman, okay? Maybe cry a little, throw in a couple of tears, see how well that works. Give it enough time and she's just gonna get just immediately repulsed to that, and it's like, who's this fucking pussy bitch? Men deal with their emotions either by themselves or with their boys, okay? That's it. Your woman never needs to see your emotional side. Sorry, that might sound, completely out of touch, but if you give them an opportunity to bitch you up, or you implant that in your mind that, oh fuck, you know what, if shit gets tough, okay, this bitch is just gonna fucking cry on me and not do anything, he's not gonna be there. If shit really does get tough, if somebody breaks into the house, okay, is he gonna go out there and defend me, or is he just gonna bitch up into a ball and fucking start crying like a sissy that he is, okay? Because if he was crying over having a hard day's work, okay, do you think he's gonna start crying if the house gets set on fire? But now you put that out there for the world to see. Oh yeah, you're gonna get box off of this. Don't worry about it, okay? Your DMs are probably gonna be filled, like they already are, okay, with a whole bunch of opportunistic bitches that are gonna be out there that are gonna be finessing you left, right, and center, and you ain't gonna have any fucking defense against that. Can't really say that I'm too upset about that. I don't feel sorry for you at all. You fucking re-put you so stupid. He continued, maybe it's about trying to find someone that you're looking to spend your life with. Yes, so maybe it's that. Again, giving up the power in this fictitious relationship. Oh, okay. Oh, there's that one that's out there. You know, there's the one that got away, okay? Those guys that are just left completely and utterly destitute after their wife divorces them, because 80% of divorces are initiated by women. 70% of the time it's, or yes, 70% of the time it's about finances. Yeah, no, exactly. Or she's just not feeling it, so she'll just up and leave you. But that was my one. That was my soulmate. Out of the, what, 7 billion people that are on Earth, you just managed to come in contact with that one person that just fulfilled your every will and need. It's fucking hilarious, right? Because, obviously, I didn't know the stuff that I know now throughout my entire life, and even a couple of times, you know what, I was fortunate enough to at least know a little bit about this type of mindset, even when I couldn't quite articulate it or put it fully into practice when dealing with women, okay? So you know what, if I had a bitch leave me and I'd just, you know what, hey, cry and crawl into the fetal position, you know, put on some sad music and go, why did she leave me? I thought she was the one. I thought we were gonna be together forever. Ugh. Looking back on that, hindsight, of course, being 2020, what was I really missing? A steady box. Were the titties really that great? Nah, not really. They're basically every functioning bitch has a set. Okay, was the ass that wonderful? It was fine, but you can find better ones, and I have found better ones elsewhere. So she was a good person. Was she really, or did you just put up with her insufferable horseshit in order to, I don't know, get a little side? There's no such thing as a turnkey relationship. This shit just doesn't fucking show up. You got to be the leader in these situations. And that's something that, well, Chris Evans obviously lacks. He most recently dated fellow actor Jenny Slate. The couple met on the set of a 2017 film, Gifted. Again, like before he was Captain America, that was even during the time that he was Captain America. Whenever he wasn't in a Marvel film, this motherfucker's career is irrelevant as shit, okay? But eventually he called it quits in March of 2018. Now, two things that are here, okay? He's Chris Evans after all. Do I think that the last time that he ever had a whiff of some, let's be completely honest, let's just keep it 100 right here. What would you guys rate her? I take a look at that and I see the hard 6, okay? He could be doing 1,000 fucking times better if he had it together between the ears. So do I think that he's been spinning plates considering everything that he has access to? Yeah, but probably not as much as he should have, okay? Has he been dating somebody else in between? Should he be? Well, especially, okay, just cast your mind back. What was that, 5 years ago? He would have been 36, right in the prime of his life. And she left him? She left him in 2018. Fucking Infinity War just came out. He was set to make stacks. And she up and left him. That tells you something right there. One of the guys who's on the poster of the biggest fucking film in history gets left by some Tahoe 7. Just goes to show you, man, some guys got game, okay? Some guys just come out of the womb, okay? They just know how to deal with women, and some guys don't. Some guys are just blessed with looks that are just completely and totally unrivaled, but they lack everything else, okay? I heard this analogy, and I think it's a great one, okay? Because I talk a lot about, and popularized by Modern Life Dating, John from Modern Life Dating, okay? Money, muscles, game, and then put it all together in its frame. I heard the analogy that you put, okay? You got buckets, right? You got these buckets, okay? And you just fill them up, okay? And that represents the different money, muscles, and game, okay? and then it all just sits on a table that is frame, okay? And then in order for any of those one specific aspects to function properly as a man, you need to have your masculine frame. Otherwise, it really doesn't much matter. Case in point, Chris Evans when it comes to this stuff. But I'm going to make some slight alterations to that, okay? Because the original analogy is, yeah, you can only just, fill them up so high before you get a point of diminishing returns and you just start to have spillover. So the guys who just obsessively go to the gym and don't work on the other aspects of improving their careers, okay, earning more money, or they just don't work on, their conversationality. They have just little to no articulation, zero communication skills at all, okay? But they're just ultra super looks maxers, right? They got the chiseled jawline, they got their spray-on hairline, okay? And they are bad motherfuckers. And then they walk into a club, they see a broad that they like, they go over and try to spark a conversation, and then what's their opening line? Yeah, there's some dumb motherfuckers that are out there, okay? They just think that, you know what, hey, men and women are exactly the same, and because I, as a man, value a woman's looks, they're gonna value them just as highly. That does not fucking work, okay? Being an attractive, tall man, yeah, that helps, okay? But there's men throughout history whose game compensated for the fact that they were a short motherfucker with a hunchback, okay? There's the stories, okay, specifically of not the best looking people that are out there, okay? Not the best looking man, just seducing not just one woman, not just two women, but an entire fucking population just through their verbal acumen. But if that's all you have, if all you have is game, you can still slip into some pussy every once in a while, but it's going to be tough for you. So if you just simply get in good shape, that's going to help you out tremendously. And then again, okay, if you're just born into extreme wealth, but you don't have the looks, okay, and you don't have the game, you're still going to be fine, okay, because there's always a bitch who's just willing to fucking bust it open for $500, okay, you just slap that down. There's no such thing as an incel, okay, because if you want to get pussy, it's just a couple of fucking clicks away. I guarantee it. But working this all the way back around to that bucket analogy, okay, you have a point of diminishing returns, of course, except for when it comes to those buckets, right? Because I'm just going to put them a little bit more, not so much on a table, as it would be kind of on like a teeter-totter. You might know the one that I'm talking about, right? It has like 3 heads or something like that, and then you know what, hey, if there's just 2 people that are on said teeter-totter, it's just going to constantly flip up to the side that doesn't have anything on it. So you need a better balance when it comes to this stuff. And then for the buckets or for the little cups that are on top of that, okay, there's a little hole in it, because if you don't, oh god, this is going to sound hack and cliche, but if you don't use it, you lose it, okay? Because just because you get to a point where when it comes to my looks, I'm in perfect top shape, okay? I can bench press 305 pounds, okay? I got 5% body fat. But then if you don't go to the gym for 6 to 8 to 10 months, you ain't looking like that, okay? You deck out your wardrobe with the finest fashion of 1996 in 2022, that shit ain't gonna fucking work. Jinko jeans aren't getting the fucking bitches out there at the club, sorry to say. Or then with money, okay? You could be a trust fund kid. Oh yeah, no, everything will be fine and righteous. You got that $10 million in the bank account. Given enough time, bitches are gonna be whittling that stuff away. You're gonna be spending it on just ludicrous stuff, and a fool and their money are carded quicker than nothing else. You need to stay on top of that, otherwise the bucket's going to drain out. You got to constantly be filling it up quicker than it's going to be falling out. And then when it comes to game, if you aren't talking, okay, if you aren't laying the foundation, if you aren't talking to somebody every single day in order to see what works, okay, just develop your communication skills, learn something new, just not be a boring asshole, okay? That's why people who writers, yeah, they have a system. They write a page every day. They write for an hour every day. They write for 20 minutes every day, but they are consistent when it comes to developing that stuff. You need to be balanced as a man, especially in 2022, because I talk about, the access, okay, of social media that's out there, and women just having an access to every single man that's out there, okay? You just take a look at an average bitch who's out there. You take a look at her DMs on Instagram, and if she has any of the dating apps that are out there, she is going to have, I would guarantee, okay, 10 motherfuckers are probably talking to her at any given time. At least 10. And that's just for an average woman out there. Every woman has access to a man at any given fucking time, okay? That's why a woman in the West right now is just more entitled than they have ever been throughout human history, because they have access to, okay, they're probably talking to a guy in North Dakota, okay, in Florida, okay, over in the UK there's a motherfucker down there in sub-Saharan Africa who's trying to see Bob's in fucking vagine, okay, a couple of cats over in Asia, right? And if they're a fitness influencer on Instagram, you can multiply that by 10, 15, 20 times, okay? They got Arab sheep just offering to, come out and pleasure my camel. I'll set you home within about 7 digits. Don't worry, I'll make it worth your time. But the thing is, that's not a reality for most men that are out there. But when you get to a point where everybody knows your name, like Chris Evans, you have that access as well. You're the guy pulling the trigger, either on fluing some bitches out, or just getting them wherever the fuck you're at. Just turning on your location, and then immediately any hot or moderately hot broad in your fucking vicinity is going to be hitting you up, seeing what club you're at, just trying to get a fucking piece. And some guys, some guys just stumble into that fame, the fortune, the good looks, okay? Not so much the gym or anything like that, even though there are some freaks of nature out there that can literally, just lift for a couple of minutes and then just have a six-pack abs, okay? They just walk around naturally at like sub 10% body fat. Don't know how that shit works, but that happens sometimes, okay? That's a possibility, not a probability, all right? I just want to glean a little insight into this supposed relationship at the time, because this will just serve as a warning. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, there's nothing wrong with looking for a long-term partnership, right? But you should be vetting your options at all time, especially in the West, because most of these girls that are out there aren't worthy of your last name. They aren't worthy of looking after, paying attention to, let alone giving your dick to. His ex also had nothing but kind things to say about him as she gushed to Vulture in a 2018 interview. Gushed about him, but then, hey, at the same time, I wouldn't still be in a relationship with him. Interesting. Oh, what's the same about us is, now that we're just from Massachusetts, which is such a delight, but Chris is truly one of the kindest people I've ever met. What's that old saying? Nice guys finish where? Can't quite remember. I'll let you guys figure that out. To the point where sometimes I would look at him and it would kind of break my heart. You know what that is? That is womanese for this guy was a total fucking simp. He was a doormat. I could walk completely over him and I lost total respect for him. Just saying. He's like primary colors. A basic bitch. He didn't keep your attention. He was as basic as it fucking comes. Sorry about that. He has beautiful, big, strong emotions. How many times did he cry in front of you? Just, you can tell us. That's fine. And he's really sure of them. It's just wonderful to be around. It's so wonderful that you broke up with him. Okay. His heart is probably golden covered, but again, he couldn't pay you to stay fucking him consistently. How wonderful. If you could paint it. Evans has been linked to Jessica Biel and Minka Kelly. Some of Derek Jeter's cast-offs. How appropriate. And was most recently rumored to have been involved with Selena Gomez. Justin Bieber's cast-off. Okay, cool. So all of these women that have been alpha widowed by, much more... Actually, probably on the same level as him, but did their vetting, have their fun, and they all got lovely little gift baskets, and Jessica Biel and Minka Kelly's case, okay. But when push comes to shove, you're getting the leftovers, dude. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? There's no virgins left in the West. Let's keep it a stack. It's just how you go about it. And man, this guy is a case study in how you can have literally every gift afforded to a man and then just fuck them all away. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. With all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.